Hey, check out how we made this rolling scroll saw stand. This is a perfect workshop tool for being able to move your scroll saw around and use it at any time. It's an easy project to make, and let's show you how to do it. We started out by cutting the top and bottom panel. The top panel is where the scroll saw itself will sit, and the bottom will serve as the base. We framed this to look kind of like a scroll saw with a much wider front tapered off to a skinnier back. We drew lines and cut that with our circular saw. You can get the exact dimensions in the free plans on our website. After those pieces were cut, the next part was easy. We just sliced down boards to 3.5 inches wide and then cut them to length on a miter saw. Once everything was cut and sanded, we drilled some pocket holes. This was for the legs and the support beam. The pocket holes are really important because a scroll saw is very heavy, and we wanted to make sure that it was going to be very sturdy for actually using the saw on this stand. With everything cut, sanded, and drilled, it was time to assemble. We started out by assembling the storage bin. This was just 3 pieces of wood glued and nailed together. We built this because, as you know, with scroll saws, the blades can snap easily, and you need pencils to draw things all the time. So we made a little storage bin to keep your blades and pencils and other little knickknacks in to have them handy while you're working. Connected all the legs next using pocket hole screws. They were spaced out so that the storage bin would be between the 2 front legs, and the support beam would go between the back leg and the back of the storage bin. It's important, again, to have stability on a project like this because the saw itself is heavy. The storage bin we just nailed in and added wood glue to keep in place. Then we used pocket hole screws to attach the support beam between the leg and the storage bin. With the support beam in place, there was only one more piece to put in, and that was the top. We set that right on top of the legs, lined it up in the same dimensions as the bottom, and attached it with wood glue and pocket hole screws. That's the whole thing. That's all built. Now to accessorize it. We didn't do any stain or anything, but we did add a coat of polyurethane on here just to keep it protected, but you could stain it or paint it if you'd like. We did add 4 casters to the bottom. You can only see 3 here because we started out with 3. Once I put the saw on top, it got a little top heavy if I hit any bumps or cracks. So we went back and added a 4th caster on the back to keep it stable. Really like how this thing looks. It's really nice. It's a great accessory for our workshop. It makes it easy to move our miter saw around instead of sitting on the workbench all the time. If you want the free plans for this project, go to charlestoncrafted.com and you'll get the material list, cut list, and step-by-step instructions to make your own.